Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. All exposed Nigerian government have realized it's game over. As federal government now plans to stop the Fulani herdsmen roaming around. No, they shouldn't stop them. They should allow them continue to roam the country from east to west, north to south. Do you know a Fulani herdsman was caught yesterday, Christmas Day, in one part of the south? And guess what? Do you know the new thing they do now? Please, in case you are hearing this news, please circulate it so the people could be aware. So they go on, they throw nets on the road, right? So when the vehicle is coming, the net tangles the tire of the vehicle, and the driver stops in a bid to try to remove the net. They swing out of the bush and they kidnap the person and begin to demand for ransom. Most cases, the family or whoever is close to that person still pays the ransom, and they end up killing the individual. And guess what? One of them was caught yesterday. He was a Fulani herdsman. He said it, he was caught, and he told them, he said nothing will happen to him. If they take him to the police, he said, guess what? He has been to police headquarters, he has been to places that he will come back and he will continue. He said it even without, you might have seen the video, he's making rounds now, even without thinking, like he's so sure of himself. This is what happens in our country when the government supports evil, when the government is part of what is fueling the evil going on in the nation. They've realized it's game over. We presented to you that Garuba Shehu said they are planning. They are still planning. No, they've not thought about it to stop Fulani herdsmen roaming the country. After Garuba Shehu said that the Fulani herdsmen should be stopped from roaming the streets, Nnamdi Kanu reacted, saying that Nigerian government have realized it's game over and have decided to do the right thing. He wrote, Nigerians, please go and thank your stars. You know, what years of converging grammar and meaningless arguments could not achieve, as they themselves are finally realizing, and less than 2 weeks they're already speaking about abolishing Fulani herdsmen roaming the streets because their game is up. Within a month of launching our defense line across the southeast and south-south, the rulers of the zoo have realized it's game over and have decided to do the right thing. We are not letting down our guards because we know they are natural born liars. They say one, they do another. This could be another tactics of rule of lies, part of and parcel of what they do normally, to use a false sense of security to unleash their dog of war, which they constantly do. From the Sharia to on the innocent Easterners, the zoo does not understand the ransom and the insecurity they are creating and they have created in the country due to these guys they allow to roam the streets. I want to thank this generation of Biafra scientists and their continuous cry to make sure that this comes to an end. Garuba Shehu says to Nigerians that it is time to stop the Fulani herdsmen. Of course, it is time because they realize what is going on currently now in our country. They see that we all saw what happened recently with the Kankari schoolboys, and they said it was, bandits. Who are these bandits? Herdsmen particularly. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is happening, and the Nigerians needs to wake up and realize that the government of today are not particularly bothered about what happens to Nigerians. He had to say that for the first time. Remember when this administration started, just after Buhari got into power, before you could say Jack Robinson, they were planning what we call Ruga. Ruga was where they were saying that they want to make sure that every state in the federation give the Fulanis a portion of their land for the 36 states too. And the question then was, so why can't, for instance, the Jaws get a portion of land in the 36 states of the federation? The Calabaris get a portion of land in the 36 states of the federation. The Ogomis get a portion of land in the 36 states of the federation. The Yorubas get a portion of land in the 36 states of the federation. The Igbos get, why can't it be all across the board? And Nigerians stood up and say, it ain't gonna work. It ain't working. They saw that Nigerians stood up with one accord. They thought it's part of their tactics that they would just use easy, one of those things and just swing it away. My dear, it didn't stand, it didn't work. Just last week, we presented to you that Garuba, especially with the Kankari schoolboys and all that happened, how they use Fulani herdsmen. Fulani herdsmen are a dangerous set now. They come from even outside other, the borders of Nigeria. They come into the country and they cause mayhem. Why? Nigerian government has welcomed and entertained them, and I've told them that Nigeria is very good, is lucrative for business, for them to come and do everything to Nigerian people, and nobody will stop them. They work unhindered, you see. So when they realized that Nigeria is a very fertile ground, they started trooping in. They tried this in Ghana. Guess what? Ghanaian president was like, if you try it, shoot aside. Any one of them that comes and try to commit an atrocity, if you catch them, my dear, deal with them strictly. And guess what? Everybody, all Fulani herdsmen in Ghana sat up. He said, if you catch them on your farm, kill the cows, put them in your fridge, eat for a year. I'm telling you. And everybody sat up. Lake Chad, the president came out and fought with them. Every week that the president joined forces and, guess what? The leader of the B-Boys was always presenting news and saying that they were fighting against them. But guess what? Nigerian government Nigerian governments are happy with the status quo. They are happy with developing this breed, these people. It's all stemming from their mergeries, the evil that is going on in the north that they refuse to term or to refuse to really, to do something about. They keep quiet and they allow this to continue. So it's gradually when you put when you use a snake as a pet, if you are not careful, it will not just kill you, it will help you with your family. It will help you with the entirety of your family. So this is exactly what is happening. They are beginning to realize. And they were the ones with their own mouth saying, it is about time we stop the Fulani herdsmen from roaming around the streets. Go to our page, check Apple Line Media under the videos. Scroll down, you will see Garuba Shehu himself. Why? They realize the game is up. Every region in the country are beginning to rise up and are beginning to say enough is enough, rising up and creating their own security outfits. As we speak, even those security outfits, they are trying to fight against it. What are they doing? They are trying to, evil ones are trying to get in the midst and say that they are not doing their job. They are killing innocent people, fighting them so that by the time they let their guards down, they continue in their spray of evil. Listen, guys, it's about time we rise up and we say no to the continuous evil and the menarch going on in our society. Don't forget to like us. Please share, subscribe. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye for now.